sounds of music controlling them. You know they twirl around and then suddenly they all decide to swoop. They don't look, here they come.
That is a beautiful view. It has the sunset, and there is the balloon, just floating around aimlessly. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Yeah. I'm so fortunate enough to witness something of a gem. I'm a miner mostly, and this is like a diamond. A nice big diamond. Yeah, I love this. This is good. This is real good. There is this big white diamond just floating around in the sunrise. It's good. Yeah, I dedicate this to my mom somewhere in Spain. Malagua, I think it is. Yeah, this is beautiful.
You see, I cannot ask a cinematographer to man this airship together with you unless I've been on it myself.
Oh, I know, I understand that. I'm just saying I need to test it first.
You just don't do that. You just don't do that. And as an employer, you cannot ask anyone, and of course I have to take the
I accept
decision.
that, but I think it should be tested first by me alone, and because we have a low buoyancy situation, there's a lot of technical reasons to go alone.
Graham, there's such a thing as follies. Yes, I accept that. But
This isn't a folly.
No, it is not a folly, but it would be stupid.
Why is it stupid? What's stupid about what I'm proposing?
It would be stupid to accept that you are flying without a camera on board. And I don't think it's just a plain stupidity. There are dignified stupidities, and there are heroic stupidities, and there's such a thing as stupid stupidities. And that would be a stupid stupidity, not to have a camera on board.
It's a bit pessimistic. It's like saying you're just going to have one flight.
No, I'm not saying that. Every single chance we have to take advantage of. I'm gonna fly with you.
Well, I don't have much option then, do I? Do I have any options? 11 years ago, Dieter Plager died in Sumatra in an accident in a project where I was working with him. We're using a one-man airship, a small airship, to film the forest canopy. I flew the airship first a few times, and then he flew it, and it was going very well, the project. On the day of his accident, we woke up and the atmosphere was very sombre. I think it's possible that his wife and him had a very big argument at night, and there was a tension. Maybe she had a premonition about what was going to happen. He took off in the morning, a little bit late, there were lots of delays. He decided to mount the camera on the front of the airship looking back at him. Took off a little bit late and there was a slight wind, not much, it was very calm. The airship flew up a river just like this, calmly disappeared over the canopy. It circled, we could see it in the distance going across the canopy while he was filming, but it started getting a little bit higher than I expected, and there seemed to be a problem. Then we radioed him, and the first problem we had was that the radios didn't work. They hadn't been charged properly. The airship descended some way away over the canopy, and one member of the team took bearings to see where it would come down. He stood on a big cliff ledge and watched where it came down. And then very calmly, very professionally, we arranged a team to go out and meet the airship. But I could see the airship up on a tree, perched on a tree, with Dieter was up there sitting in the seat quite calmly. In fact, I watched him sitting there as some birds passed above. And he managed to lift the nose, but the camera that he'd put at the start was caught on a branch, and it wouldn't loosen, and he couldn't reach it. I saw him unbuckle his seat, but he wasn't wearing a harness, and he tried to reach out to the camera. We waited again, and I saw this big bank of clouds getting closer and closer. It was a light blue sky like we have now, but this cloud was big grey blank coming in, and I could see the rustling of the treetops, and then it just moved in very rapidly, and I could see the frame of the airship on the tree rocking like a bronco, and I could see Dieter holding on, and then something I didn't quite believe, I saw it rock really hard and it broke the frame of the airship, and I saw him lurch forwards and fall out. The tree was maybe 50 or 70 meters high, and I knew that if somebody fell from that they would be killed. Once I realized, but I just didn't believe it. And so I ran back into the forest. It was very dark in there. When you looked up, it was pitch black. Just little vague lights from the light coming through. But he hadn't fallen, and I thought, well, I must have been mistaken. I must have dreamt it. I waited a period of about 5 minutes, and the others waited, and Freedom was with me, just told me to shh, be quiet. We heard some cracking of branches. And what had happened, another member of the team, Marcus, had climbed very cleverly up another tree. The tree he was on was dead and breaking anyway, but Marcus had climbed another tree and got within 2 meters, I found out later, of Dieter. And the airship was lodged with Dieter holding on to the part of the airship or part of a branch. And he very calmly said to Marcus, "Pull me over." And Marcus pulled the rope towards him. And this must have dislodged the airship from where it was. And then Dieter did fall. I was standing at the base of the canopy, and then I saw something that I'll never forget. I saw this man coming down, holding his head, lying on his side, falling through the air past me. It was like in slow motion. I can still see that. Even though it happened very rapidly, I could still see it falling. And then I heard him hit the ground with a thud.